Hello everybody, happy Friday. So it is Friday, but it is also Memorial Day weekend. So before I even start, I want to acknowledge Memorial Day weekend and acknowledge those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for the United States of America, and for those family and friends who may have lost a member of their family in the line of duty. So my prayers and my thoughts are all with you this weekend. All right, so now let's get started on the question and answer. So I have realized very quickly that trying to get a relationship panel and coordinate everybody's schedule is kind of difficult. So hopefully this weekend I'll be able to kind of round up some people and we'll be able to do that relationship panel. But in the meantime, I want to address some of the other questions that have been in the previous video that I'm really excited to talk about, and also talk about, oh, by the way, do you guys like my little statement earrings? I am about this trend. I have been really into the statement earrings, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I've also been really into shopping these days. So I was thinking of doing a few different videos of showing you some of my best finds with different boutiques around. They have online stores too, so if you don't live here in Florida, then you can obviously buy online. And then even Target. I went to Target the other day and found the cutest things. So I think that I'm going to do a video kind of a haul. I don't think that I'm ever going to be a fashion guru because I just am not a fashion guru. I wear what feels comfortable and what I think looks nice on me. I'm not always trendy, but I think it might be beneficial for me to show you some of the things, including activewear and shoes and accessories and all of that fun stuff. So I hope that you all will watch those videos. But in the meantime, let's get started on question and answer videos, because this one I'm excited about. Well, I'm excited about all of them, let's be real, because you guys are awesome. Oh, also, rewind. Want to thank you all so much for your support in my last video about the privacy of a YouTuber and my dating life. And I read each and every single one of your comments, and I need to get in the habit of liking them once I read them, so I'm sorry. I promise you, I've read them. I want to reply to all of them. But I want to thank you all for really taking the time to write me and telling me how you feel and your own opinions. There are definitely some that I didn't agree with, but I appreciate you taking the time, because that's what's so beautiful in this world, is that people have differing opinions on certain situations and circumstance, and there's been experiences that lead you to those certain opinions. And I think it's incredible that we're able to have an open discussion and honest discussion without being mean or just like bullying. And I really want to thank you all for being so amazing. And I realize each video that I upload and that you interact with me, it makes me want to upload more. I get excited for shooting videos now, and this hasn't happened in a while, and I'm really grateful for you all, so thank you. And like I said in the last video, who knows, maybe I'm going to meet the man of my life and I'm going to want to introduce him to you. That could eventually happen, who knows. And that's why I say I'm not ruling anything out. Also, on that note, I want to address that somebody asked me about The Bachelor, going on The Bachelor. And listen, I'm totally game for it. If they want me on the show, I would be more than happy to go on The Bachelor. I don't know if I would be, I don't know if I'm young enough to go on The Bachelor. I don't know if I'm thin enough, to be honest. I feel like those girls are all like 102 pounds, and I'm not 102 pounds, just a flash warning. But I would also be that girl that totally says all the time, I'm here for the right reasons. I want to find love. I'm ready to meet my person. So if The Bachelor is where I'm gonna meet my person, maybe, why not? There's a casting coming up in Fort Lauderdale, so maybe I'll go down to Fort Lauderdale and try out for The Bachelor, who knows? So I have had a few questions about, as you guys can see on my big face, I have had a lot of questions about becoming an aunt, and I am so utterly excited to become an aunt. I didn't realize I would feel like this. Like, my heart genuinely, every time I see Allie, I feel like my heart just bursts a little bit more. And My brother, no, I mean, obviously he's my brother. He's always been an incredible human. I always knew he was going to be a fantastic dad. And then when I met Allie and I see my brother and Allie together, the two of them creating this human is going to be out of this world. That baby Trippy is going to be so cool. And I know I'm biased, but I think she's just going to be the coolest human in the whole wide world because I think she's gonna have so many characteristics of both of them. I can't wait to see what she looks like. I am literally on baby watch right now. I feel like I can't plan any trips anymore until baby comes because I don't wanna miss a thing, like the Aerosmith song. I have been thinking, honestly, about taking, not a parenting class, but some kind of child development course, I don't even know if that's what you call it, to make sure that I'm doing the right things when and if I get to watch baby Trippy. So if you guys have any recommendations or books, please let me know because I want to make sure that I am ready for it as well. But this question also goes into being an aunt. Libby Pio said, would you ever adopt a child? And you know, I've thought about this quite often because I'm getting to an age where I'm ready to be a mom. Let's be real. I'm not opposed to adopting a child. I would prefer to have a child of my own, but I know that if there are circumstances or something that occurs that I can't have a child of my own, then yeah, I'm totally okay with adopting a child. I know if there's one thing that I know of my life, it's that I am destined to be a mom in some capacity. I want to be able to have a relationship with a child, and I think no matter where the child comes from, whether it's your own belly or someone else's belly, I think it's all about the communication and the relationship and the trust that you establish with that child. That's what makes you a parent, not necessarily the biological aspect of it. I know a lot of people who have been adopted, and it's almost as though you would never know because they're so close with their family. And I think it's about that relationship that you establish and the respect and the trust and the communication that really makes it a great child-parent relationship. So I'm not opposed to adopting a child. Would I prefer to have one of my own? Yes, but children come in all different varieties, so I'm not opposed to anything. Okay, Allie Alone says a question. It's called travel vlogs. So like I said, I haven't been doing any travel. I'm not gonna be doing any travel anytime soon, but I am planning some maybe in the fall. And then you also said dating analysis, 1 date a month without divulging the date. Just speak of what you learned about yourself. Allie, I love this. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love this. In fact, when Dana and I broke up when I was younger, my boss actually told me, she suggested that I start a dating vlog and basically talk about the experiences that I have had without divulging information of who it is. And I think that's such a cool idea because I can speak for myself, and I'm sure a lot of you who are dating or have dated understand that you learn so much about yourself from each date that you go on. I've realized a lot about myself and what I want in my future partner and what I don't want in my future partner. And I think it's really cool to be able to evaluate that. Who knows, maybe I'll even be friends with the person after the date and be like, hey, can you give advice on what I did wrong or what you noticed about me? That might be kind of cool, actually. But yes, I actually really love this idea, and I know that I've talked about, keeping my private life private, and this would still be keeping that a little private with sharing experiences about the date. Or I know that there's another question in here that had, where is it? Selena said fun date nights except for concerts or movies or dinners. So that could even correlate into the whole dating thing. I could share what we did, conversation, those real key questions that you have to ask, I feel like, on a first date. And I feel like I have definitely had my share of dates. I can't say that I'm like a superstar of dating, but I've definitely dated, and I I have some ideas. I'm not perfect, obviously, I'm single, but I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself and a lot about people and what I want in my person. So that might be a good idea. What do you guys think? Do you like that idea? Maybe? Sort of? Kind of? I don't know. Oh, and this also goes into Marion Link. Love the hair color on you. It might even go a little lighter. I don't know, do you guys like dark or light? Anyways, advice on finding someone after breaking up with a long-term boyfriend. I feel like I'm awesome. You most likely are, let's be real. But almost everyone on apps, bars, etc. are trash. Just looking to find a nice guy so I'm not alone forever. Preach! This all kind of goes together. I love this idea. What do you all think? I agree. The apps, I've tried the apps. Didn't necessarily work out for me. I felt like a lot of the apps, they were just looking for the one date done, and that's not the kind of girl I am. Bars, I've actually found some, if I'm going to a bar that has something going on, I feel like you're going to most likely meet somebody of more potential than just a bar that you're going and drinking at. Like if you're going to a karaoke bar, obviously you both like karaoke, there might be a common interest right there, then that kind of leads to other things, but I haven't really found much. I don't know. I have found that friends have been really effective because they know your personality and they know the single person's personality. They're usually pretty good at matching people. I think being open and putting yourself in situations and going to places that you enjoy, like going to places where there's activities, so I love rock climbing. Obviously I'm in Florida, paddleboarding, doing something outside. I take Finley to the park all the time. And I think putting yourself in a situation where there's an interest and then you're able to develop any kind of like interest is always gonna be most beneficial. But I don't know. I think that there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily looking for relationships in certain circumstances. So you kind of just gotta get your blinders on and weed through it all. Carly Pineda, I think I'm saying that correctly. What is one thing about your life that you would like to improve on besides YouTube? So I would like to improve on my eating habits because I'm not really that great at my eating habits. I would like to eat cleaner and probably more frequently because what I do is I don't eat for a long period of time and then I just am famished, so then I eat a ton. I have done really well at a workout program, so I'm actually currently on a workout program right now, so I've been trying to maintain eating a certain amount of times with the workout program, so I think that's one thing I would like to improve on. I would also like to be less of a homebody. I love being home, so one of my goals is to put myself out there and get a hobby and do certain things and maybe join networking groups or something like that. So I guess that's one of the things that I would like to improve on. Oh, Kira, how do you keep yourself motivated to be healthy and work out? Any tips or tricks? You know, these are just great. You guys are awesome. So like I said, I am on a workout program. I have found that going to the gym is not my thing. And partly because of the homebody thing, when I'm working all day, I like to come home and be home. And partly that kind of is because of when I'm gone all day and then I come home and I want to be with Finley. I want to spend time with him, and then to get up, get dressed, and then change and leave again, it doesn't work for me. So the only time that has worked for me is if I work all day, bring my workout clothes, then go straight to the gym, and then I come home with Finley, then that's okay. But I have found an at-home workout program that has been super beneficial. So I've set up one of my rooms to be my workout room. I bought weights, so I work out from the computer and Finley's right there with me, and that I have found to be super effective. I also found that I've lost weight and, you know, tightened up certain, like my abs are starting to show again. So I think that that's the most beneficial, and to be honest, to keep me motivated is an end goal. So right now my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. So I know that I'm going to be outside. I know I'm going to maybe be in a swimsuit. I want to feel and look my best. Lynette72, I love you, Melissa and Finn, and have been with you since the very beginning. Thanks, girl. My question is to you, if you are spiritual and if you are the type, and if you are, what types of things do you practice to top your spirituality? If this is too personal, I apologize. I don't think this is too personal, but honestly, I think that this is a whole other topic of conversation. Very quickly, I'll say that I was raised Catholic. I had the communion, I had my confirmation. However, over the years, I have detoured from the Catholic faith and found spirituality in other ways. I do go to church, I do pray, but I also do believe that you can find spirituality in ways other than the church. I think yoga teaches you different ways to be spiritual. I think there's all different kinds of religions that if you don't feel like one is up your alley, I think you'll find something. But also I believe that some people just don't want that in their lives, and I would never be the person to push that on anybody. But yes, I am a spiritual person, and yeah. So I could get into that more if somebody's really interested, but I guess that's just like the Spark Notes version. I'm gonna answer this last question really, really quickly. So it says, on-time viewer, moving from a cold country to a hot one. Makeup advice, applying makeup that lasts and works. So I will do a video of the makeup products that I like and that work really well for me and the heat here in Florida. It may work for you, it may not, but yeah. So I love your long-winded question, Angela from the UK, and eventually I'm gonna come over to the UK, so you'll have to give me some tips of what works over there. But in a really short version, I'll just tell you I do a quick moisturizer, foundation, and mostly just mascara, maybe with a little bit of blush. I'm really simple on my makeup, but I will show you the best products. So this video has gotten to be way too long, and I'm so sorry. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna end this right now. Let's make this weekend great.